This is a ninth dimensional channeling of somebody. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. What's going on with that? Oops. This thing's running a little hot, but it'll be okay. Maybe. Great. Maybe not. Usually it's not making. See how it goes. Alright, Avatar Comment private sessions. Schedule a shop here. Let's see how it's going. Actually, this thing's probably picking up a lot. There you go, it's cooling down. Priscilla's here. She's late, but she's here. She's fashionably late. Hey, Priscilla. Looking for a handout? So, yeah, just the alien channel. I haven't done one in a while. I don't know. Doesn't mean it's gonna save anything or give you secret information or something like that. Oh wait, this one. What a candle. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna do a beach channeling, but I have too many things I have to do here. So, yeah, those that are have a huge following here on YouTube or wherever that are manipulating the masses, you can say that this is their world. They're just they're just using the night. People of the higher energies are still naive, so they're using that to their advantage until naive people wake up from it. And I'm not gonna hold your breath on that one. Well, that's why they come here. They keep coming back here to figure this out. Yeah, and obviously the dark knows how to use the positive energies to sway the light, because like I say, the light is very ignorant. Just their thing, right? Well, you gotta be something, right? So, yeah, obviously witchcraft is involved, the wizardry is involved, and this society is very naive. Because some of this alien stuff, that's like some of these, or one of them in particular, that thinks they're the only ones with alien connections, very arrogant about it. It also shows a lot of insecurity. Just very closed-minded and just not good. It's very toxic. Anybody can connect to these things if they wanted to, and that's fine. I mean, it's all a learning process anyway. But just for one to think that they're the only one that can connect, and it's just psychotic. Whatever. And it has a huge following because there's a lot of spell work done there. And it just shows how naive society is. No different than the mainstream religion. So, yeah, and which is creating, the alien religions, and I guess that's kind of like a Catholic religion, I guess. The alien Catholic religion, I guess. For all this nonsense. It's like a version of Scientology, basically. That's something to be proud of. So, whatever. Yeah, and how many thought that was cool? And then look what happens. Now it's cool to bash him. That wasn't the case in the beginning. So, yeah, anyway. Just putting that out there. It doesn't matter. Take it or leave it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Hi there, Priscilla. Earning her merit badge. All right. Yeah, the Trump energy. There's something about his health isn't doing so good, but remember he came out of Biden's energy. He was like a zombie. I don't think anything's wrong with. I mean, it's just more propaganda. Let's put it that way. So okay, we're going to alien energy. I don't know if we'll do 2 or 3. I don't want to do that many. It's been a long week. So kind of tonight dimensions, and maybe just keep it. I guess the astral energy. Yeah, just keep it kind of general. Okay, all right. Blessings. Greasy within from the ninth dimension. Palladian beings. As for alien touchdown or physical frequency, realize we, adapt to your frequency. Basically, it's like your energy field evolves into ours. You could say, we'll just use the word morph into our realm to some level. Basically, just you're in this realm at one time, and now you're in the alien realm the next. Basically, kind of combine the dimensions. And some of you might be feeling some of this. If you're not, don't be too alarmed. But just to give you an understanding of alien contact, it's one day it's one way, the next day it's another. And just the frequencies change. It's just like that. It's very simple. It's kind of like death in some ways, but it's not. But like with death, you're here one day in seconds, and now you're somewhere else. But you're in the alien contact energies, you're still living. It's just that reality shifts. And once again, some of you probably have experienced this at some level, at least maybe for a millisecond or through a dream state. It's not that important in the long run, but just gives you an idea of just, it's not the ships crashing or falling down, or arriving, or however you want to word it. It's just basically you're shifting to an alien realm. But at this point in time, you still have this reality to still work with. If it is a low frequency Earth, you're bringing some assistance to its higher dimension enlightenment. Meaning that there's obviously still much more to be done here. Not forever, but while you're here, you are kind of rooting out the lower frequencies and bringing in something new. It's kind of decoding this reality, you could say, kind of embedding with different type of light codes just by being here. And yes, of course, there's a war going on here, and some of you are kind of working with the combination of this reality, bringing in new timelines. And there might be a fight there. Some might want to feel like they should be king of the world or something like that. So you're healing that frequency. Some of you are getting pushback due to just helping the earth unlock itself or help the humans here unlock themselves at some point. But also you're here to assist a lot of the beings that are incarnating here. Even if you're not having kids here, you're still assisting. You bring in a frequency here of your energy is here for beings to find you at some point if you're on it, or wherever, energetically, or find your message, or wherever it might be. It's just, you can give a new being that's incarnating here a purpose to live. To give them, and a lot of this knowledge is for the future. Because as you can see, the modern world is very lost. At least the knowledge of breaking out of this realm. You can say more of your, being non-traditional. As you can see, as the forces that are trying to force an alien agenda here, they're not necessarily alien beings doing that either. As beings are just, because society is so shut off, it's easy to manipulate it. But there is a countermeasure, beings to rebel against the system, as always, and you say you're building the groundwork for it. So a lot of what is being brought here now is for the future. It's for now too, but you know how it works. Sometimes it takes a while for generations to fully understand what's being brought here. It might take 10 or 20 years for a soul awakening to truly appreciate what's been brought here now. So a lot of the popular messages would dwindle out, especially the most generic energies will dwindle out and be forgotten, just like the news frequency. It's just like, heard that one before, and some need it, but some need a spiritual high. And once that high is done, they move on. But there are some messages here that are here forever. This one to unlock this realm. And so those of you that are on a true spiritual, like a what do you call it, authentic connection. And obviously there's a lot of beings who shut down that authentic connection. It's not, your authentic connection doesn't necessarily have to be all exciting and, earth-shattering. It can be very, simple, but also deep, but a lot of beings aren't able to connect to it because they're not quite at that level. It's kind of like you're cutting through this realm. And, yes, it is difficult because you're bringing in information for future now generations, but also future generations. It truly is like you're just further them to grow a lot quicker. Because the beings here are going to grow when they find the right information that helps their soul flourish. They'll clear out all the BS frequencies that's out there, and there's a lot of it out there. A lot of that will burn off at some point, but it's still going to be there because they're trying to distract individuals from who they are. Yes, the alien connections, as you can see, some are saying they're the root of alien knowledge, when in truth they're just getting you to give your attention to them and forget about yourself. And many aren't ready to connect to themselves, but still a lot of them are blocked and nowhere near it. But they're still not really, they're not always considering they can even make a connection. They feel like it's hopeless, not going to happen. So then you have this being that's going to I'll just give you their version of it. It's like a mental trap, it's an energy trap. This has been going on for thousands of years. This is nothing new. It takes different forms. Many were very involved in the elementals, the wizardry, elves and fairies and all of that in the past, mostly in your Renaissance time periods, and before that, a lot of it was Renaissance time periods. And of course, a lot has not been mentioned. A lot of the knowledge has been lost. But now you're into the the galactic frequencies that are you can find on your internet a little bit more understanding. Of course, you're getting knowledge of it. It's not always going to make a whole lot of sense. Of course, alien beings were seen as like angelic beings in the past, and they still are today. And still, there is an angelic connection to all these alien beings, even reptilian beings, even an archon being, and so on. So, and there's an elemental connection also. So they're all multidimensional, just like you. You're in the physical realm, trying to sort this out. So, so it's kind of like, there's more to what you're here for than just planting seeds, but you're kind of like gardeners or gardening, to bring in a new frequency here for others to grow, and for but also currently it's just, when you're here to bring a new frequency, obviously there are beings here that do not want you, because they have agendas here. They don't want your energy here at all. They don't want you to exist. Yes, they'll make it very difficult to be found and so on, because they want to suffocate your frequency. Yeah, so they put the pressure on more and more. The idea is just to continue on no matter what they do. So, blessings.